Hey VIPs, it's Alexis Joy from Alexisjoyvipaccess, and I'm so excited to be interviewing the multi-talented and musically inclined
Sanni. What's up? How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Now, congrats to you on all the phenomenal success with your career. You're totally killing it. Your amazing new single, I love it. So congrats on everything. You're so welcome. Now, first of all, again, you're such a sensational singer. Can you tell us what inspired you to focus your life around music?
Well, thank you. So sweet. But yeah, so, I mean, I've been growing up just doing music and performing on different outreaches around my church back in Houston where I used to live. And that's kind of where I fell in love with music, and I just wanted to do it for the rest of my life, so.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And you also auditioned for American Idol back when you were 16, and you left all of the judges and fans in awe. So is there something from that experience that sticks out to you the most?
Yeah, Idol was kind of like a big moment in my life, kind of like a it's when my life kind of changed and was really like directed towards music. The biggest thing that I learned was, for one, I learned a lot from all the other contestants when they were singing and stuff. I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. Like, there's some incredibly talented people. But it made me build like a work ethic, you know, like during Hollywood week, you're just hit with all of these obstacles, and they're group rounds and stuff like that. So you have to like learn, and you know, late nights and early mornings, and so it built a work ethic in me, really. So I learned a lot on that show. So it was a good experience. Yeah.
And all of your hard work on that show, as well as off the show, now continuing your music career, definitely pays off. We love everything that you do. So again, congrats on it all. Now, you released your single "Thinking About You" not too long ago. What was the creative process like making that song?
Yeah, so "Thinking About You," actually I'd written "Think About You" in 2015.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I kind of just sat on it for a while, and you know, just had it in my back pocket. And that was around the time when I was like learning how to write. So that was kind of one of the first records that I kind of wrote and was actually like, oh, this is actually, I could put this out. Wrote that for, I think it was like a couple days it took me to write it. And I just decided that I was going to produce it back in 2016. Worked with an awesome producer. His name's Composer. And we built the track out, and we put it out in November. And it's just, "Thinking About You" is kind of just taking my whole career to a whole nother level. But yeah, it was a lot of fun creating "Thinking About You." It's one of my favorite tracks I've written. So.
And we love listening to it on constant repeat. Again, all of your songs are like musical masterpieces, so we love them. And also, you just released your brand new single, Wait. Yes. So tell us the inspiration behind creating that song.
Yeah, so at the time I was on tour. Just kind of traveling around, doing some places and cities that I've never been to before, and it inspired me to continue to write music. So I was writing a lot of songs on tour. And this one, it just kind of reminded me, I don't know what initially about the show that inspired me to write what I wanted to write about, but it reminded me of a time where, you know, I was back in high school, and I just noticed this girl just going through a lot, and I always think back and I'm like, man, I noticed it and I never went up to her and like tried to help her and stuff like that. So this song's basically about me noticing someone going through a lot. So the hook basically says, "Your heart bears all this weight. I noticed your heart bears all this weight." So that's basically it. To me, it's kind of like a memento of like me remembering that time and realizing how much I've changed, because like now I feel like I would go up to someone and try to help them out and stuff. But yeah, I was just, you know, writing about things that I've in the past. So that's basically it.
And I love the whole story behind the song. I mean, it's so incredible, and it's a great message to bring out to fans as well, to kind of like reach out to anyone who needs like a helping hand. Exactly. So we love that. Exactly. And also, you've been doing a lot of performances. So if you could describe the feeling you get performing in front of all of your fans in just one word, what word would that be?
Man, one word? Let's see. I mean, amazing. I don't know. It's just incredible. Like, it's like, if I had to put it in a sentence, it would be like, you know, every single show is different, you know? Even though, like, I do the same set over and over on a tour, every single set, every single show and every single audience in every single city is completely different. And it's just like an exhilarating feeling. You kind of can't really explain it unless you've done it. But it's life-changing. It's amazing. But yeah, it's awesome. And that's what kind of allowed me to, you know, write the songs that I've written. I've just been writing a lot. Just like the motivation from being on stage. It's just amazing. So
yeah, for sure. I'm sure that being on tour and all of your performances definitely are great inspirations to your music. But what you said that really like struck me is that like you can't describe it unless like you've been in it and unless you've like felt what it's like on stage. But as for your fans, like they can't describe what it's like seeing you perform unless they're able to see it, because you always leave them in awe. So it's really such a wonderful experience for them too, seeing you. Now you also have a big presence on Musical.ly. Do you have a favorite Musical.ly that you've brought out to your fans?
Musical.ly's the best. I love posting on Musical.ly. I think it was, I've posted a lot of Musical.lys with a lot of my friends, and it's just a whole bunch of fun. So I think those are the ones that everyone likes. Then I also post a lot of covers on Musical.ly. I like to play the guitar and like sing some popular songs. And one of them was just recently I did There's Nothing Holding Me Back by Shawn Mendes. Cool. It was a lot of fun. It was on the stairs of the venue that we were playing at, which was really cool. So, and a lot of people seemed to liked it, so it was cool. It was a bunch of fun.
Excellent. Now, also, do you have any pre-show rituals before a performance? Because again, you always like leave us speechless, so we want to know what goes behind the scenes with your performances.
I was actually thinking about this. I always tend to think about like the different things that I need to remember on stage, and like maybe if I have any choreography that I need to do, I'll just be in my own world, like in a corner, just like thinking about the songs and thinking about where I need to go, where I need to move, and you know, mainly just like hyping myself up to really connect with the fans, because I mean that's what's the most fun. It's just like having a moment with the people in the audience. So I guess, for a lack of a better phrase, just being curled up in the fetal position in the corner, just thinking about, you know, performing.
Excellent. Well, whatever you do behind the scenes, it works out, because again, you perform in such a great way. Now, if you could create a song with any other musician, who would it be?
This was hard. I think, so I would love to do a feature with Shawn Mendes. I think he's epic. I would love to open for and be on a record with Bruno Mars. He's amazing. And I'd like to write with Sia. I think Sia's one of my, like, she's like super inspiring to me in terms of like how she writes her music and the ideas that she comes up with. It's crazy. So yeah.
Well, I love how you had like an answer for not just like, oh, who you want to create a song with, but just like the writing aspect, the producing aspect of it, the actual like, so it's great. And we definitely hope to see that soon. Hopefully we could like hashtag that on social media. That would be awesome to see that happen and see your like voices joined together in a song. So I'd love that.
Yeah, I mean, creating music is amazing. I mean, like, and there's so many different aspects of it, like being on a track, writing, and you know, I do all that stuff. So it's like, it's definitely one of those questions that's like, you know, so many different answers and people. But
that really impressed me, because like when I ask that to other people, it's like it's just a musician, just who they want to work with on the track, but there's a lot that goes into creating a song, as you would know, so that's very cool.
Exactly.
Now we're going to do a very quick speed round. Are you ready for this?
I think so. I think this is like the first speed round that I've ever done.
Okay.
And
I'm going to break you into the speed round world. So here we go.
All right.
First one is favorite emoji.
My favorite emoji, I use this one a lot. This is my favorite emoji, I think.
Awesome. And next one is go-to dance move.
Go-to dance move. So I do this move on stage basically like every single time, where it's kind of like an isolation move. So like it's like where you like move your shoulders like this. I do it all the time. People think it's freaky.
High five. That was awesome. I loved getting to see it too. Now, favorite song at the moment.
Favorite song at the moment. I was just listening to Feels by Calvin Harris. I love that song. Don't be afraid to catch.
Like Katy Perry.
Yep,
too.
yep. I dig that song a lot.
And favorite app?
Favorite app was Musically. Musically.
Oh,
Musically. I love that.
And something fans may not know about you.
I am a vegetarian.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
that's one.
awesome.
And it's not like a vegetarian like you know, like I don't want to eat animals and stuff. I don't know what it is, but like ever since I was a kid, it's like the texture is just weird to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it's funny because like I feel like I end up eating like solely foods that aren't really with meat either, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but I'm not, but I
Yeah,
am.
but I am, but I'm not. So like I don't want to be in that category, but like technically there's no other category for it.
Right.
My friends just look at me like I'm crazy though, so I'm just like, okay.
And last one for the speed round is celebrity crush.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to go with Tori Kelly on that.
Very
I love
cool.
Tori Kelly so much. She's the best.
Awesome, and she's really gifted and talented too, so that's amazing. Very like classy, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
All she's got to do is open her mouth, and then you just fall in love. It's crazy.
Yes.
And she's gorgeous.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
Can I just say that you totally aced that speed round? First time, it was like a natural, a natural at a speed round. So
that's what's up.
in our next updated interview, you're gonna be like faster than I could even think of the questions.
You're gonna be talking, and then I'll answer it
You're
before
gonna
you
like
even
answer
finish
like
it.
before my question. I'm gonna be like, we just read each other's minds. No big deal. But good job on that. And also, what are some other upcoming projects that you're working on that fans can look forward to?
There's not much that I can say right now, only because I want to make sure that it's gonna actually like legitimately happen. But I have this huge plan that just involves me dropping a lot of music, like a lot of music. So I'm really excited, and not like a lot of music in like a long time period. Like I'm planning on like dropping music, and so it's gonna be really really exciting. And I been writing for like the past like 4 months, so. I'm really, really stoked to be giving people like new music. So yeah.
Excellent. Well, we can't wait for more of your music to come out. We know that we'll definitely be jamming out to it all the time.
Thank you.
But lastly, if you could bring out one message to all of your fans, what message would that be?
I guess the biggest thing, of course, would be thank you so much for all the love that you've been showing me. It just gets bigger and bigger each record that I drop, and you guys are just more and more supportive. And so basically the biggest thing that I want to say is thank you. And yeah, if you haven't heard the song Wait, you should check it out. I think you know, if you could send it to 2 of your friends and just be like, yo, I dig this song, you'd help me the most. But thank you so much for all the support that you've given me. And yeah, we're gonna take over the world.
Definitely. You already are taking over the entertainment world by storm, so we're so proud of you on that. And definitely everyone, when you're at like your slumber parties, make sure you sing along to his songs, tell all of your friends, make all of your musicallys, everything. You guys need to check out Wait and all of his music because it's phenomenal. So congrats to you on everything. Thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thank you for having me.
And stay tuned because he is going to be giving us a special performance of his hit single Wait. Bye guys.